to my channel. These are going to be some timeless collective messages for Aquarius. Please keep in mind that these are general messages. Not all the messages are for everyone, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Flip or switch your roles as energy is fluid. These readings are timeless. There are no time frames attached to them. Okay, so whenever you come across this video, from now into eternity. Alrighty. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, comments, shares are greatly appreciated, Aquarius. You're here in your reading, showing up as a discovery. You're discovering something about yourself, or it was an experiment or a discovery with a result from an experiment having to do with your security, your home base, or your family. So this is the discovery of what is supporting you, Aquarius, at this time. Please keep in mind that I'm not pulling for personal readings on my live readings. You will find previous readings under the live tab. Okay, and you'll find the information to contact me for a personal reading in the description box. If you'd like to support my channel, that information is there as well. What's happening for Aquarius? And what's going on with Aquarius, collective Aquarius? Good times, attraction, pleasure, fun, attracting fun. Don't put your rules on the fun so much. Let's see. All right, Aquarius. All right. I just said don't put limits, and here comes limits. Saturn, limits. Limits imposed. Okay, there's some kind of limits on what you're attracting, the discoveries, whatever you're discovering. So overcoming those limits could have been imposed for you to discover a way to break free from them. Caution is here regarding some kind of maturity. So with doing this, a maturity is being asked with a responsibility here. Wow, you have a granting of blessings and good fortune. So what you're attracting and you're discovering is the granting of good fortunes. Wow. This caution, discovering blessings. I just said discovering blessings and good fortune coming your way. Jupiter. To mind, a limit was imposed on a good fortune and blessing. This is a lesson from Saturn or a karma or a belief that is a limit. So there was a limiting belief that you're discovering that the limit was a belief. Oh, Aquarius, what's happening for Aquarius? And of course, not everything I post on my channel is for everyone. I do what I do for a reason. All right. Aquarius, wow. Caution and limits imposed on attracting and discovering relationships, fairness, balance, and diplomacy. All right. Just said something about responsibility. So maturity that brings about, this is the lesson that Saturn brings, maturity, diplomacy, a lesson in diplomacy. I really, if I had to think about a definition of diplomacy, I couldn't give one. Diplomatic. Okay. Philanthropy. A diplomatic philanthropy. I mean, I know it's a good thing, but exactly what it means, I don't know. Enough to describe it. Anyway, at least I can admit that. Discovering philanthropy. Good fortune behind it. And the limits that were imposed upon big ideas. I said genius. I said experiment. Good fortune's right behind. Oh my God, see? Got results. Discovering the blessings and through philanthropy and relationships. So this is like who or what is around you, and partnerships, who you partner with. Okay, so this is in reverse. The 7th house here, Libra, is in reverse. So the balance is now being restored because these cautions and limits were of a belief or about a belief that was limiting. What's happening for Aquarius with this 7th house relationships and cautions. Aries. Aries energy. Honesty, fairness, strength. Be dealing with an Aries, or this is your desires coming to light and overcoming any fears, which could have been those cautions. It's about energies to meet the challenge diplomatically. That it's like handling it with the least amount of drama possible, I guess, is the way I could describe the way I see diplomacy. With a struggle. Okay, there's a struggle with some kind of desire. A struggle with the discovery. I need to control the obsession. The limits were an obsession. The power struggle became more limiting. So it's like minor injustices turning into major injustices because of the need to control something. Scorpio, secret. The power struggle is a result from the power. Okay, overcoming the power struggle with the result of honesty and strength. But what's going on here? Because of pleasure, good times, some kind of rules. Somebody confronted the belief or the rule, or questioned it. Questioned the limit. Discovering. What else here? Relationships, your desires regarding. What is this caution about? It was a need to control or the power struggle. Sun, it's being brought to lighter light. These limits are being shown to you so you can go beyond them. It's a lesson, a life lesson. Gaining respect to or from, out of struggle. Gaining respect for or from, with the sun, an obsession with struggle, a power struggle, things being brought to light of life, our honesty behind the struggle, the belief that holds the value to the situation or the tide, what do you call that? I don't know. Okay. We got Aries and Leo here. Power struggle. About respect. Cautions regarding this energy. About gaining respect. How someone gained respect. And what's happening with Aquarius? Another one here. With this, what's being brought to light. Details. Virgo. Gaining respect from things being brought to light of life. Do what you must do. Somebody did what they must do. Could be about work. Holding true to values. This is a past experience, possibly to use your intuition about Aquarius. Cancer is here. Virgo is here. Somebody tried to gain respect from an attitude about the past, but you're being asked to use your intuition and how your feelings are involved and the details. Here's the Libra right behind it. Decisions, attitudes about the past, making decisions due to some kind of past influence, possibly. Okay, what is happening here for you, Aquarius? Manifestations, Eight of Wands, all right? News or manifestations could be about the limits or news or solutions coming in. You can have manifested solutions, discovering your solutions. The stars here. You're here. It's been slow coming in. Knight of Pentacles, very slow night energy, but it holds true with the star upright. It's a manifestation that's been a long time maturity coming, or the limits that were imposed were long time standing. They were stood for a long time, but they're old belief systems or old cautions or somebody else's limits being projected here, or they are being projected. All right. What is this? King of Wands in reverse. Caution regarding something. Did I just see the Five of Cups in reverse? Hang on here. Aquarius, these limits how to do with the Two of Cups or Three of Cups or all the cups together. When they're all together, this is focus on the Five of Cups is focusing on what you don't want or what you lost instead of turning around. Somebody was cautioning someone about them turning around or letting go of the emotions tied to the limits because it wasn't fair. King of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Cups. Okay. So King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, faulty investment or a faulty investor. Win at all cost. Okay, we got 5-5 here. They're both in reverse, showing what was not diplomatic, what was a win at all cost energy, if it's coming to light. 55 could be relevant. Putting an end, ending the cycle, closing out the cycle because it wasn't fair. Something wasn't fair. Chariot in reverse. This result led to a halt where the reins were pulled back. If you want to talk about a horse, pulling back the reins. Result of honesty and strength. It wasn't based upon that. It was based upon win at all cost. So now lack of movement, lack of growth, lack of desire for whatever reason. What's going on? Nine of Cups because somebody has an offer. Love coming in, love showing up. It could be like out of the blue. We have Cancer twice. So the past is showing up a lot about desires, influencing desires. So gaining respect for or from this Three of Pentacles. Collaboration or a group that's being brought to light or life about the partitions. Details. Okay. Discovering the energy of discussing details over here. A group discussing details about what someone must do. And the word must came out because I emphasize must. Why is it? Must make a decision? All right. Anyway, this was burdensome. Letting that go. 10 again. Ending. Beginning. Simultaneous beginning when there's an ending. It's not always shown instantly, or sometimes it is, but the moon. All right, there's kind of fear about the details. The sun and the moon are here. So the, divine aspects of the masculine and feminine. Somebody wanted something to come out in a way that halt something. With the moon, fears, illusions, details of the illusionary details. This work or serving was a burden. Death in reverse didn't change, nothing changing. The limits are still want to be imposed or something. You're right on time. Do it now. Seize the day, Aquarius. Okay, seize the day. Limits imposed with time. Are you right on time? The answer is yes. What's happening here? Saturn lesson, or what is Saturn doing here? On pins and needles. A rough patch, being stuck. I said something about being stuck. So some kind of desire and result is being stuck on pins and needles. These cautions and limits were also causing some kind of prickliness here. Prickly, not ready to get started, anxious, limits. Wait, what is this? It's like some kind of red flag. Okay, we got the pieces. The pieces are what does that say? Losing yourself, missing pieces. There's missing pieces in this puzzle. There's missing pieces due to the limits imposed. You're getting it together diplomatically. Energy of win at all costs is like the opposite of diplomacy. You know, it's so somebody's smiling here in love or getting fairness and balance with their relationship. The answer is yes, or whatever you're thinking about, the answer is yes with this relationship. Being shown the way and welcome with open arms with this fair deal. Being shown the way. Hot opportunity, fired up, fulfilled. Something could have happened very quickly, got fired up, and then drifted apart, because I've drifted apart right behind that. Cracks in the facade. There was a facade and a hot opportunity. Somebody's now being shown the way because you're not participating in the win at all costs. I mean, as soon as you remove yourself from the situation, it shifts the energy. Your eyes are fully open. You see what's possible here. Well, you're being shown the way. Okay, so keep that how you will. There's a heavy energy blocks with this, things being brought to light or light. Blocking, or the heavy energy has to do with this collaboration of gaining respect from, I don't know, like misusing detail. I don't know, confusing details, misusing, confusing. That rhymes. It's heavy, weighed down by worry. This collaboration's weighed down by worry because they tried to gain respect by winning at all cost. There's a budding star off the hook and in the flow. It's going swimmingly. It's going swimmingly. Swimming could be highlighted there. That's coming out. Something was wrong. It was a bad idea. Well, yeah, because it became heavy. It's just forked up a real tie in the behind. Okay, somebody did what they must do or thought they did what they must do. The answer was no. The collaboration and the details, it's turned into a tie in the behind because feels wrong, bad idea, manipulated, led astray with the details. So the attitude of the past details are to be led astray, not to be shown the way. I mean, you got the opposite here. You got being shown the way, then you got led astray. So that's like the crossroad, but making the best choice possible. That hot opportunity fired up was a bad idea. The details. Somebody is off the hook. Okay, resurrecting old ideas with these details. Okay, but there's nothing new coming out of it. So there must be something, this old idea, because something's new not coming out of it. This person is bandaged here, obviously. Resurrecting. This is Scorpio energy, the death card energy. Gaining, that was the heaviness of this, trying to breathe new life into something. A lucky break. Okay. So you could be getting details of a lucky break right on time. That energy was right on time. So divine timing is taking hold of the situation here. Are you guys? It's a successful adventure, a brilliant idea. There's a brilliant idea. I said something about genius at the beginning with the discovery. then the details, and then all sorts of confusion takes place, and then you get a lucky break with a brilliant, or somebody has a brilliant idea on pins and needles. Somebody's on pins and needles because you have a brilliant idea. Oh. Dice are here. Somebody's rolling the dice, so the dice could have been rolled. Here's that minor injustice turning into a major injustice. King of Wands energy, limits. This is also not, wow. Okay, there's 3 energies here. King, wait a minute. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Wow, okay. And then a King of Wands, all collaborating. Heavy energy about this unequal. What is going on? Just, I want to see that's part of the secret obsession of the give. Somebody wasn't as giving or as generous as claimed. Yeah. Empress in reverse. Fire sign. Energy. What is this? Oh, the devil. Okay. So these cautions and limits are of some kind of guilt, shame, or worry or fear that about sadness, or the pieces, or trying to put pieces together that they're not going to get put together because of the intention behind it. The devil's here to see if somebody learned their lesson here with Saturn, Capricorn energy, somebody's passion. They must wait or not wait, or it's coming to light. Oh, losing strength, the waiting about the pieces, the puzzle pieces, the sadness about somebody's passions, cautions regarding desires of relationships. Fitting it all together. It doesn't fit. It's not a fit. Somebody wasn't a fit. You were cautioned, Leo, with the relationship, or this was now how undiplomatic, the win at all cost energy, being shown the way. Somebody thought they were doing the right thing, but the hangman, they didn't have the illumination, or the illumination is coming because your eyes are fully open. So also the hangman, it's like the illumination around the crown chakra there. So you're not hanging upside down, not hanging like, okay, so but not on pins and needles, not. What is this result? Take your eyes fully open of why something was halted. Yeah, it's just justice. Justice is coming out here. I'm going to put them back. It has to do with justice, about a desire someone had, but they weren't honest about it. It was an injustice. Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. It's in reverse, so Chariot, halt with an institution or a group, or no longer having the ability to meet the challenge of a spiritual. Someone's not a spiritual genius. I don't know. This is all about a 10 of Cups. You're being asked to stand your ground because you have a 10 of Cups. This is about a 10 of Cups, the happy family, and the supportive community manifestations. Okay, the energy of worry and the group collaboration with the 3 of Pentacles and the worry is manifested. There's something unconventional about it. What is this? unable to decide, or you're not participating in these decisions. I don't know why. Somebody tried to gain respect with a manifestation of these decisions. Whatever it was a heavy decision someone made. The Sun, they did it because it's like being happy and optimistic regardless of what did or did not work out. And it's like on the outside, it's like I don't even know where you are in this, Aquarius. So, yeah, just what your lesson. Ace of Swords in reverse, resurrecting old ideas, but it's a timeline that is ended, I'm going to say. The details are so off that the pieces aren't going to fit. It's like somebody's trying to put pieces together that aren't theirs to put together as well. Yeah. Trying to bring about possibly some kind of justice, or somebody thought somebody's love offer was justice, but it was creating injustices, or having a hard time closing out an old timeline due to Queen of Wands, a Hermit, Knight of Cups, something coming in over. It's like over and over again, repeat. Something's on repeat with a Magician, but it's like always in an unrest. Something's always in an unrest within it. All right, Aquarius. Oh. Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, lapis lazuli, the sword is in reverse. The story of King Arthur, how King Arthur could remove the stone. Well, this is someone who didn't have the power to remove the sword from the stone, like over and over again, trying to resurrect new ideas. Okay, when you got the Ten of Wands, be closed it out. So give it to God. Right behind this. This is, yeah, I was trying to say it's not somebody's burden, or it's not yours to carry or something. Aquarius. It's happening. Progress, not perfection. Somebody thought something was a race, possibly. This is about comparisons, though. Comparisons, limits imposed by comparisons. About some kind of pieces. Who's got the best pieces, the most pieces? I don't know. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and what you have learned. So this is about learning, the maturity to learn. What is this? Make time for self-care with kyanite. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so yeah, manifestations coming in to help with that. Make time for self-care, or you're being asked to take care of yourself, as is essential. Okay, this could have been an emotional experience that you overcome some kind of emotions or through forgiveness with or about a spiritual community. Aquarius, socialize and join in. Here's community. This is a supportive community that supports self-care, though. So it's make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded individuals and with self-care. Okay, so supporting self-care or inspiring that at this time. Because be gentle with yourself is in reverse. So some kind of experience to be gentle with. What is this? So overly critical or overly judgmental can have an effect on self-care and emotions. Sensitive emotions coming out. It's in reverse, overcoming kind of sensitive emotions about these details. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and wellness and gentleness. I mean, wellness just came out of my mouth. Larimar, it's in reverse. Not everybody's going to make time for taking care of their heightened emotions. You're being asked to do that, or in the process of your self-care, you're releasing what was keeping you attached to something that is faulty over here. Let yourself sparkle and shine in reverse. So dulling another's light never makes another light shine brighter. I mean, our doing that is, not authentic. Something to do with inauthentic, revealing your true self, or wearing a mask in reverse, sparkle and shine in reverse. All this was taxing in some type of way. Part of a spiritual path, though. So you got turquoise. You are revealing your path is revealing what was the limits that were imposed upon true selves or authenticity. There's a big picture here. There was a back end and big ideas. Okay, let's see a couple more. No. Aquarius, your beliefs are right for you. All right. Your beliefs are right for you, Aquarius. Worry is a wasted emotion. Okay, this worry card is here twice about decisions or manifestations. So releasing worry, it'll waste your time. Aquarius. Forgive yourself, Aquarius. Forgiveness. What is this for Aquarius? Journey within in reverse. Okay, you're being asked to journey within and locate where those sensitive emotions are in a core level within yourself. Journey within. Worry is a wasted emotion. It was practice moderation. Okay. It just kind of just means not doing too much or not doing too little, but whatever works for you. It's discipline could be involved here. Okay. This is about not overdoing. By doing that, you lead by example. Okay, so you're being put in a leadership role, but as an example, or there's an example here. Are you journeyed within and got the answer that you sought from within about leading by example or about a leader? Kindness counts. Somebody might have mistaken kindness for weakness. Okay, with a leader. One more. Look for Aquarius. My stomach's gonna start growling. Okay, patience is a virtue. This was a lesson in patience and the maturity that it brings with the limits that Saturn had with this lesson. All right. Follow the golden rule was in reverse. Okay, so all this had to do with not considering others around, because when you follow the golden rule, it's do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In reverse, it is the opposite. So the energy that didn't go within, didn't follow the golden rule, toxic relationships, didn't follow the golden rule. So being attached to people, places, things, and worries and details that no longer serve a purpose, because it's like lies spread quicker than the truth. All right. Something like that. All right, Aquarius. Thanks a lot. See you next time.